both YouTube and right.
Live, you know, see. YouTube live.
Yeah. Hi everyone. Welcome. Tonight I continue my conversation on the Kingdom Wealth Builders. Kingdom Wealth Builders. Kingdom
Yes,
Wealth
yes.
Builders. Just search me.
Yeah, but where's the look for?
Behind me, how does it look? How the light look? The light
It's alright, but because
dark?
no, because let's see the light on the TV, the look them,
Mm.
you sit them for the dress, what that dress one.
Okay. Yes, man. I right. Welcome everyone. Welcome. All right. So tonight I'm gonna talk about Kingdom Wealth Builders. All right. So as you come through, Fluffy Diva, welcome. All right. Welcome everyone. As I said, I talk about the Kingdom Wealth Builders. What is the goal for 2026? What is it that I'm doing? How we're going to move the needle of you know our finances in 2026. 2026. It is our year for um, moving forward financially. All right. So for those, let me just go quickly into what I'm here about. What the whole goal um, of the Kingdom Wealth Builders and how you can be a part of what I'm doing with the Kingdom Wealth Builders. So yeah, so for those who don't know me, and you might just be coming across my content for the very first time, you know, name is Ainsworth Edmond. So if you see me on TikTok, yeah, Ainsworth is my right name. And I have been doing network marketing, online marketing for over a decade now, right? During that period, I have learned a lot in terms of different opportunities. I've learned about uh, ti- I've learned the ups and downs. I've learned about cryptocurrency, and I've had some level of success in the online space. Uh, my don't love. I've reached a place where I don't love to look back at what I have accomplished too much because it's more where I am going that my focus is on. I'm more thinking about where I'm going. Where am I taking my life for 2026 and beyond? What the next 5 years look like, right? Or the next 4 years, 2030 is the next 4 years. Where will I be spiritually? Where will I be financially? And this journey turned into something that I had this goal way back in 2019, and I started what I call then the Project 1000. And my goal was to help 1,000 persons earn $1,000 per month. And that goal was bought out of, at that time I was on my 9 to 5. I was earning about $1,000 per month. And I said, if I could make what I'm earning on my full-time job part-time, and I was able to accomplish that, then the next goal became, what if I could help others to do the same? And I went on that journey, had some amount of success, but then the market changed. Opportunities that I was winning with started to go haywire, and I had to pivot. I had to make a lot of adjustment and changes in terms of the way forward. And so, but one of the things that I always struggled with was having the mindset that there are persons who may be judging me, and when they always see me online, and all I'm talking about is money and how to make money, and when I post on my status is about making money. And consciously or unconsciously, this is something that affected me, something that I often think about. What do persons think? Because as a Christian, the the notion is that as Christians, you must not be talking a lot about money. You should not be even thinking about getting rich. But if you ask most Christians, uh, if they want to get rich, most of them will tell you, no, I don't want to get rich. And most people in general, not just Christians, but most people do not. They will tell you that they don't want to get rich. And the reason is because growing up, we heard that it is easier for a camel to go through an eagle eye than a rich man to get into the kingdom of heaven. And the love of money is the root of all evil. And so we grow up hearing these things, and it became almost, I would say, anti, or ungodly to be a Christian and wanted to be talking about wealth and talking about money, right? You will find it is easy for Happy New Year's, Roger. Um, yeah, man, thanks. Big up yourself. Like up the life for me. All right. So it's almost like it became ungodly for Christians to be talking about, money and all of these things. And the reality that most people don't even think about unconsciously. It's no, I'm conscious about it, but during that period, it was like unconsciously I had that burden, when I think about those things, about money and, you know, being a Christian. And when you come online, it's money me talk about. So most persons would I say, they never hear me talk about, you know, Jesus or, my relationship with him. And I said, if it's a teacher is out there and she's teaching, online, nobody judge that teacher. If it is a lawyer and he's talking about his law practice online, nobody judge him because it is his job. If it's a person who is a plumber, if it's a doctor, nobody judge anyone, and say the doctor is a Christian, and they will not hear him talking about Christianity. But if you talk about money, them say you love money too much, right? And but then when I recognize that the same persons are the same people, when the bill's supposed to be paid, they are the same one that is worried and wondering how these bills are going to be paid. It started dawn on me that guess what? It was not this the way that God designed us to live from hand to mouth. It was never that way that God designed for us as Christians to live. He designed it for us that we were able to prosper. He designed, he said, the earth is the Lord's and the fullness of thereof, and they that dwell therein. So it is his desire that we prosper, right? And when I fully came to the acceptance that it is God's will that I prosper, I started to pray, and there was this time I was putting together, I was up about 3 or 4 months ago, in last year, and I was up one night. I was thinking, what can I, how can I really bring what I am learning in the cryptocurrency space and the online space to the masses? What the remainder of 2025 will be for me at that time. I was looking at the end of 2025. What are the things that I was going to do? And you know that became something that I started to think about. How am I going to do it? And I was thinking about name. I was saying freedom, you know, all of these other things. And then it came to me, kingdom wealth builders. And then kingdom wealth builders. And the next thing came Deuteronomy 80, verse 18, which says, but thou shalt remember the Lord thy God, for it is he that has given thee power to get wealth, that he may establish the covenant which he has sworn unto thy fathers as he did this day. So it came to me, guess what? Thou shalt remember the Lord thy God. Right? And as I was also doing some studying and learning more about kingdom wealth, right? I heard this law of money. And the person said that money is not a promise, it's a covenant. And as I was reading Deuteronomy 8, verse 18, the B part, the last part said that he may establish his covenant which he has sworn unto thy father as it is this day. Is this day. So it's a covenant that the Lord has made with us, that he has given the power to get wealth. So it is not ungodly if you are a believer for you to get wealth. It's not ungodly for you to desire a better life. One of the other things that while studying, right, I came about understanding the three what is it now? The three reasons are three reasons why we must have money. One is for our comfort. God desire that we will be comfortable. Yes, as Christians, as believers, we ought to be comfortable. The next reason for us having money is that we should be able to give to the kingdom, help to finance the kingdom of God. And the third reason is that we become a blessing to others. And so those who will say that it is not important, or it's not something that we should desire to get wealth, I will say to them, look at it. It is not God's will. In Proverbs, it says, Solomon was writing, he said, don't let me be so rich that I forget God. Don't let me to be so poor that I steal. It is God's will that you will be comfortable. Proverbs 10 verse 22 says, The blessing of the Lord make it rich and added no sorrow with it. The blessing of the Lord make it rich and added no sorrow with it. It is God's will that his blessings that he's blessing us, he make us rich and it added no sorrow. Most people say, boy, I mean, want rich because me see some rich people then can't sleep and all them have to think now. I think about this, them afraid and them they are so stressed out. But when God bless you, you don't have to be worried about those things. You don't have to be worried about those things because you know that whatever he gives you, it has not become your God. The money and the blessings will not become your God. And so that's why I talk about the kingdom wealth builders, because I in 2026 over the next few, I will be teaching you everything that I know. Everything that I have been putting in practice to create wealth for myself and my family. I am on this journey of teaching persons that, right? But at the end of the day, I am also grounding myself that in pursuit of this, I will not lose who I am in the process. And the persons who are going to become wealthy because of the information that I've been sharing, they will not lose their self because of the wealth that they will be experiencing. And that's where the kingdom wealth builders come in. Is having a clear understanding of where you are and where you are going. Now, the conversation most times that I have with people goes like this. They will see me on live or they will see me post something on my status about cryptocurrency, making money. And they said to me, they will come to me and say, Ian, you can teach me how to trade? And I'm like, bro, I don't trade. I would say this to everyone. I'm unable to teach you how to trade. I'm not a trader. Oh, so how you make money online? Trading is not the only way to make money online, even if you are into cryptocurrency. There are many people believe that if you're talking about cryptocurrency, digital currency, digital money, it has to be about trading. Trading is not the only way that you can earn in the online space. There are many opportunities outside of trading and ways outside that you can make money in the online space. And that is what the kingdom wealth builders will be doing, is that I will be exposing people to the things that I am doing. There's just because the space is so big that it is not dictated by just what I am doing, because there are many other ways outside even the ones that I am doing that persons can make money or earn money in this space. So the question I usually ask people is, do you want to learn how to trade or do you want to learn how to earn money? Some persons will tell me both. Right? They want to learn how to trade and they also want to learn how to earn money. I said to them that the space that most people want to get into, which is trading, that less than 10% of the people who you see talking about trading is actually making money in the short term. So if you hear people come and say, oh yeah, me a trader, me I make money, and them just start 6 months, next 6 months you don't hear them, or next 2 months you don't hear them talking about trading anymore. Why? Because it's a short term, they have short wins and then they have massive losses. The most persons who are earning, they are earning, and it's still less than 20%, and they are earning from trading over a long period. Those who know over the years have built a strategy, they have learned how to deal with money management, all of these things in developing and starting to earn successfully in trading. What I am bringing to the place is more than just that. I understand that some people don't have that time to be watching the charts, to having the funds to learn, to mark all of these things. And because of that, over the years, I've searched and I have put in the time to learn different strategies that I can come and share and say, this is the path that I am taking. This is the path that I am embarking on. And if you are ready, you can walk the same path, and within a year of being on this path, you can be generating enough that is equal or greater than your 9 to 5, if you have a 9 to 5, right? If you are willing to put in the work. And that is what I'll be sharing in the Kingdom Wealth Builders, right? And let me say this. I have currently, I am over the next 6 days, 5 days, I have a few different WhatsApp group, and I have a Telegram group, and I'm combining everything into one WhatsApp group and one Telegram group. So I'm putting everything under one umbrella, right? I'm consolidating my effort, and I'm focusing on creating wealth the godly way. Because as I said at the beginning, is that Deuteronomy 8 verse 18, but thou shalt remember the Lord thy God. This is very important to me and everyone that I will be coming, is that you do not forget God. I know that it's so easy in the pursuit of everything to forget God, to forget Jesus Christ. It's so easy. But my aim is that as my finances grow, my love for Jesus will also grow. And that is a wish that I have for everyone that will be following me, is that as my wealth grow, because I'm at the place that I can say to you that earning substantial income in the space, in the cryptocurrency space, is a given. My years of experience have taught me what to do, in so much so that earning is not too hard right now. I don't. It's no. I'm able to look on projects and decide how much I want to earn from them. Right? I'm able to look on coins and say, looking at what Bitcoin did, and said, if I have this amount and the price move from here to there, what can be? I'm looking at, I have a project right now. I have two projects right now that it doesn't require you to have thousands of dollars, right? It does not require you to have thousands of dollars. I have a notification still just coming in, and I make beer nice. Yes, it doesn't require having thousands of dollars. When Bitcoin was first started in 2009 and 2009, the in 2009 Bitcoin started. It was 100% free to mine Bitcoin. 100% free. You didn't have to pay any money, right? You didn't have to pay any money to get a Bitcoin.
With 60 plus in-demand programs and AI.
That's 1 minute, guys.
With 60 plus in-demand programs and AI.
Right. Yeah. So the persons didn't have to pay any money to get a Bitcoin, right? One Bitcoin is currently sitting as we speak at 90,000 US dollars for one Bitcoin. 90,000 US. Digital currency, the first digital currency, sitting at 90,000 US. In 2009, persons only had to have a hard drive to mine the tokens. By 2011, one Bitcoin was $1 US. Currently, one Bitcoin is 90,000 US dollars. 90,000 US dollars. Roughly about 14 million Jamaican dollars to buy one Bitcoin. Right? And I have a project right now that has the same tokenomics as Bitcoin. Only 21 million tokens. And it's practically free to get and start earning some of those tokens. When I came to the space in 2016, there was companies and projects like Free Bitcoin, right? That you had to just watch ads and you were able to earn Bitcoin. And the reality that most people still did not take it serious. And there are many people who will still not take it serious because guess what? All we are interested in are most persons is just going through the motion. And I'm saying it's time for us to stop going through the motion. It's time for us to say, I am going to make a difference with my life in 2026. I am going to take the steps that is required to make a difference in my life in 2026. So I see a few persons that are still on. I see I have 5 persons that is on. And you may be saying to yourself, Andrew, tell me about the programs that you have that we can get involved in right now. How can I start on this journey that you are on to start the process of, making some extra money in 2026? And the first project that I want to talk to you about, and the first thing I would say, reach out to me. Follow me right here. That, if you have to jump off, the next time I come live, you will get a notification. My desire is to be online as often as I possibly can. Whether it be on YouTube, whether it be on TikTok, and that's where I'm going to be focusing my energy right now. So the first thing, follow me. Reach out to me if you want more information. Right? I would try to post a lot of the content on YouTube. Thus, I will still post on TikTok also. But I think YouTube is where you might find most of my content. Because there are certain things that I can post on YouTube that I can't post on TikTok. Certain information, they block them on TikTok. All right? So you'll find me mostly on there. So the first thing I would say to us, the first project that I have, and that is really right now something that I'm excited about. Akila, Abby, get my computer charger for me, please. It's in my bag. Yeah, the first project I am pretty excited about is one that is called Bit Token, right? Bit Token. And with Bit Token, it's a platform that is rewarding us for our online presence. Our online presence. Now, did you know that every time we come online, or everything that you do online, someone makes money? Everything that we do online, someone is making money from that process. And sometimes it's not just one, sometimes it's two, it's three different people that is making money from our online presence. Every time we come on TikTok, use YouTube, even WhatsApp, there are persons that is earning from that. WhatsApp has been mostly free for us in terms of downloading the app and accessing the app, right? And WhatsApp was bought by Facebook in 2009 for 12 billion US dollars. It is free to us. We are not paying WhatsApp. So why is it that Facebook bought WhatsApp for 12 billion US dollars and we are not paying for it? It's because all of these sites, including WhatsApp, they receive revenue from the data providers, right? So whether it be digital flow that we are using, I am using a company called Netflare for my Wi-Fi at home. These internet providers, they pay these big companies a portion of the revenue to utilize their services, because they know that if it wasn't for WhatsApp, most of it sometimes wouldn't buy data. But it reached the place where, because we want to communicate with our friends and family, we have to put on data. So there's great revenue. So a part of what we are paying for internet bill is being paid to these companies. A part of what TikTok revenue for persons who advertise on TikTok. So the content creator, right, the good content creators and TikTok get rewarded by ads. You who is just an average viewer don't get anything from TikTok. You don't get anything from YouTube. But at the same time, it is your revenue that your time, your energy, thanks to Crypto Kid, long time, on a link up. Happy New Year to you, bro, and everyone else. I forgot to say that earlier. It is your time, your money that you are putting on to buy data that is providing income for every one of these platforms, every single platform. Our online presence is something that is generating billions of dollars for all the platforms, including Google. So whether it be in Google, Facebook, because you're a person says, oh, I'm going to use social media. If you use Google and if you use any of those things, it is generating revenue for those platforms. So the first company that is, and it's a crypto company, their goal is to reward the average people, the me and you who now make money from these platforms, to start to monetize our presence, our online presence. Then a part of the revenue that is being earned will be given back to you, simple for watching and becoming a part of their ecosystem. And the platform is called BitToken. It is 100% free. Same like how WhatsApp is free. Same like how Facebook is free. But the only difference is that a part of the billions that is going to be made, a part of that is being given back to you as a user. Right? Now, this platform is not, it's over a year in development. Right? This January is 1 year since I have been a part of this platform. It started in November 2014. It's over a year in development. And the thing about platforms like these is that most people love the finished product. Most people love to come on like a platform like Facebook and TikTok. When it's finished, it's smooth, but not recognizing that for it to reach the place where it's smooth and it don't have no itches and it is that investors pay money for the company to provide those services. And when that company provide those services and the developers develop it, all of the money go back to the company and the investors. None come to us who are the average users of the platform. And so with BitToken, one of the projects that is in you can get started for 100% free. And all there are 2 tasks you have. Good night, Patricia. All right. There's 2 tasks that you have. One is to just do the things that you would normally do on your Facebook or on your YouTube. 2 is to help to build the community. The aim of that platform is to have 30 million users. The goal is to become the biggest online space. And it is free. Me keep on mentioning it free. People are like to hear say it is free. And right now, if you're watching me, for free, they're starting a competition tomorrow, and it will be paid out weekly. The persons who enroll the most persons for the week will get $200. And nobody who you enroll has to pay $1. And person may say, Ian, as I said to you, I've been in it a year. I've seen people who have won cell phones, tablets, laptop, 100% free. And during that 1 year period, we have gone from the first version of the app to now it has they have developed the application and upgraded. So we have a bigger, better application right now that is using, and it is 100% free. The person who do the most work during the week, you can get up to $200. The top person, 100% free, 200 US for free. Now, there are some levels that you have because 70% of the money that is being going to be generated is given to persons who are going to help the community, who is going to help to build the community. Now, most times when we hear people say, oh, I want pyramid scheme or I want something, I want to remind you that you built WhatsApp for free. If you go into your WhatsApp right now and you type and you put in a phone number in your WhatsApp, and that person is not on WhatsApp, there is a big thing where say invite. And I don't remember if some of us remember that when WhatsApp started, and we invite persons, and we send an invite to persons to sign up for WhatsApp in the early days of WhatsApp. We were the one that shared WhatsApp for help WhatsApp to become what it is. And WhatsApp not giving no money out of it. this platform, BitToken, and you'll be hearing me talking about it, and you will be hearing me posting it on. And there's a video on. I'm already on my TikTok. That all the devices in my house is mining this token. All the devices in my house, right? But we are very close to the launch or the anniversary. So if you are on here and you want to go to Dubai, they are giving away a free all expense paid trip to Dubai. Yes, there are some things that you have to do, but it is an opportunity. If you want a brand new laptop, there are opportunity that you can win it. If you want a brand new smartphone, there are opportunities for you to win it, right? And all of that is being given away this month, right? The month of January, right? There's much more on the finances side, 100% free. 100% free. I tell people, Bitcoin started for free. Bitcoin started for free. There are many opportunities wrapped, and because it may be free, people say, boy, I may not have the time. And if you are interested, please reach out to me. I will show you how to navigate this space. The next opportunity that I have is one that is called BitTon AI. BitTon AI. So for BitTon AI, it is a cryptocurrency. It's a startup. It's a cryptocurrency startup. It's more than a project. I like to say that this is like us getting Bitcoin in 2011. Just imagine in 2011, one Bitcoin was about less than $1 and selling at about $1 for one Bitcoin. I know that some people who will be watching me, you know about Bitcoin. But just imagine that one Bitcoin that was free or in 2011 was $1 for it. $1 would be $20 Jamaican, $120 Jamaican maybe, or even $100 in 2011. I don't know what the price was for the Jamaican dollars, and you could have buy one Bitcoin with 100 Jamaican dollars. And then you said because I won, remember buy 100 Bitcoin, right? And that 100 Bitcoin maybe cost you 12,000 Jamaican dollars back then. And one of those Bitcoin currently is valued at 14 million Jamaican dollars. So 100 Bitcoin would be 140 million Jamaican dollars. Just imagine that. That's the power of cryptocurrency. And this coin, BitTon AI, has the same tokenomics as Bitcoin. What tokenomics is the amount of tokens that it's available. Bitcoin, the reason why it is so valuable, it only has 21 million tokens. BitTon AI has only 21 million tokens that will ever be mined. Persons who are buying the tokens now at $1, between $1 and $2.25, anywhere there. So the market, so you can buy it on a cryptocurrency exchange that is on the base network for $1.30, roughly about there. You buy it within the app and you buy it at $2.25. You are able to stake that and get 256% more of the tokens over 135 days. will tell anyone that is watching me that just 1,000 of these tokens will make you a US millionaire in the next 2 years. A US millionaire, not a Jamaican millionaire, a US millionaire. Because Bitcoin, between not being known by anybody at all in 2009 when it started, Satoshi Nakamoto, the person who developed, or the group of people who developed Bitcoin, between January 4th, when the first block of Bitcoin started to mine, to about August, September, were the only persons that was mining Bitcoin for 8 to 9 months. Nobody else believed in Bitcoin and what it was going to do for an entire 9 months. After that, a few other persons started to start to try out this thing. And by May 2010, the first major transaction of Bitcoin took place, where a computer engineer sold 10,000 Bitcoins for 2 pizzas. Because guess what? He was a computer engineer. So I think so that this person who is a bright person, someone who had great knowledge about the space, he would not sell 10,000 Bitcoins for 2 pizza. And if you don't believe me, you can always just go back and type in Bitcoin pizza. And every time I watch that video, I can see the desperation on his face. Because guess what? When he did that interview, those 10,000 Bitcoins would be valued at that time at 100 million US dollars. Right? There was so much desperation because guess what? He could not ever buy that back. And I have been talking about this token since last year, Bitton AI. Bitton AI. It has the same tokenomics. Yes, the most expensive pizza, because pizza at one point it valued over $1 billion. It has Bitton AI has only 21 million tokens, the same exact tokenomics as Bitcoin. It took Bitcoin to move from virtually free to $1,000. It took 5 years for that to happen. This was in a period when nobody was on TikTok. There was no TikTok. You understand? Persons live streaming about cryptocurrency. There was people don't know how to buy it. There wasn't a market to buy it. That's why when the first sale happened, it was somebody who put it on a forum to buy and sell it. And it takes 6 years. With the same tokenomics, only 21 million tokens. I will say to us that is watching that this token is going to reach $1,000 per coin in the next 2 years. So 1,000 of these tokens, if you have 1,000 of these tokens hold, and the price goes to $1,000 per coin, that is $1 million US. And persons will say, Ian's foolishness. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm saying, okay. Because if me did listen to those persons who were talking about Bitcoin, when I saw Bitcoin, I saw it never late. Because even though it's not too late to buy Bitcoin. But you maybe now going to make crazy money from it. But I saw it Bitcoin the first time when it was $500 for one. I could have bought one for what? 60,000 Jamaican dollars. that 60,000 Jamaican dollars would be valued right now at 14 million Jamaican dollars. I'm saying to people, this coin, it is Bitcoin on steroids, because not only they are going to be using this token is going to have its own blockchain in 2026. It has a play to earn game that is attached to a real world asset, right? Which is a solar plant. So all of this is going to push the price of this token to tremendous heights. And right now, everyone that is watching me, you can get one of these tokens for less than 500 Jamaican dollars. Just one. For 500 Jamaican dollars. And I'm saying to you, don't just watch me and hear me talk about these things and don't do nothing about them. Find a way to reach out to me. Find a way to go to my YouTube channel to start. Find a way to get involved in the crypto space. The crypto space is going to change lives. It has been changing. It has created so many millionaires. But what it's going to do for the average persons are the people who is willing to learn over the year. I think within 2026 is what we are expecting, that we will have a downfall. Everybody is expecting that there's going to be a bear market in 2026 and 2027, and then it's going to pump. What token is this? All right, so Warren, what token? The token is Bitton AI, BTN. All right, so you can buy it on the base network on Uniswap, or you can buy it within the system. On it has its own app. There's a website that you can buy it and stake it to earn more of the tokens, right? So one of it, if you're buying it on Uniswap, the price is about $1. The last time I checked, or $1.03. The last time I checked for one. It has the same tokenomics as Bitcoin, but it has real world asset. It's creating its own. The project is going to create its own blockchain. So that is something that it has its own real world asset, which is a solar plant that will be utilizing the tokens. All of that is just to push the price of the token very high. And I said, just by scarcity alone. And the price gradually goes up based on every time a million token is distributed. So currently within the system, the price is $2.25. I started when the price was just $1 for one token. So $100 when I started gave me 100 BTN tokens. Then the price moved to $1.50, right? So the same $100 could only get me 66 tokens. Then the price is currently now at $2.25 within the system. $100 only giving you 44 tokens. When the price reached $3, $100 will only be giving you 33 tokens. When it reached $5, $100 only give you 20. And so what will happen as the prices getting higher, the same US dollar, Jamaican dollar value can only get you a small amount of the tokens. And when persons understand that the price is currently this cheap and it's going to do something big, persons not are only going to buy it, but they are not going to sell it. Seem like similar to how persons are holding on to their Bitcoin, because everybody is telling you that it will go to 250,000. It's going to be $1 million or one Bitcoin eventually. What I'm saying to you, this token, Bitcoin AI, is going to be one of those tokens that we'll be talking about in the next 2 years. Right? And I always say to people, what the worst case scenario, it doesn't work out. You buy one $10 worth or you buy $100 worth, it's still not going to change. Because if I had bought one Bitcoin when I see it for $500, if it never work out, I'm going to lose at $60,000, but that's still all right. But what if it work out like it did? I'd be a millionaire. Right? So that is one of the things that persons, that we keep on saying that I don't want to try because I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose. Right? But I've been thinking about this story or this proverbs that Jesus was talking about. The master was going away and gave the talents to one, two to the next, and five. And the person who had one, he buried it. But the person who had five, he invested it and got five more. The person who had two, he did the same, invest and got two more. But the person who had one said, boy, I don't want to lose it. He go dig a hole and put it in. Right? The person who had five, if he had said that, I don't want make a five me a risk, he would have not done anything. Right? But he did. And so when the master came back and then report him, said, good servant. Is it listed on CoinGecko? No, it's not on CoinGecko. It's on, as I said, it's on the decentralized exchange current. As I said, the coin is just coming out of the first phases. So the company is basically a startup company. So they went through what they call the seed phase, and then the pre-seed phase is just ended last month. So in those stages of the project, persons were just basically investing in the early stage of the development of the project, and getting the company getting the funds. Now for 2026 is the development phase, where they have already put out the blueprint of the play to earn game that will be completed in this year. They will also be completing, they have put out the roadmap in terms of their solar plant, right? And they will be developing and completing the blockchain, the own layer one blockchain. So this BTN tokens will also be used for gas fee on the blockchain. Now, for persons who are here and you're new, each blockchain has different networks, right? So for example, you have the BSC, which is Binance blockchain, right? And the BNB tokens is used as gas fee. So if you want to do a transaction on the Binance Smart Chain, right, you have to use BNB as gas in your decentralized applications. And that, because there's so many transactions that is happening. So if you have 1 million people who is doing transaction, or 1 million transaction in a day, and they are just getting say $1 per transaction, that is $1 million that is earned from these companies just by doing these transactions. And so there's a lot of revenue that is generated by these blockchains. Yeah, man. It's always important. And for persons who are here, Warren D just posted something, the DYOR, which is do your own research. And this is one of the things that I wanted to do, is a part of what I'm doing here, is some of the jargons that is in the space. I want to, when I come on these live, I want to also share them. Like NFA, not financial advice, right? when they said whole, the whole in crypto is spelled HODL, right? Because it says there was a point that the market was going down, and that guy wanted to type and say whole, not to sell, and in trying to do it so fast, he put the D before the L, and and from that, whole in crypto means that. When they said the market is dipping, it's going down. So all of these things I want to share, and I will be sharing as I go on here in the Kingdom Wealth Builder. But I really wanted to share these opportunities, that it doesn't cost a lot, right? I have other opportunities that are more high risk, because as I said, I have a portfolio that I'm using to generate daily passive income. Daily passive income. That is the goal that I have for myself. That's the goal that I want to see persons who are watching me be able to move from just watching people online making money, and you become someone that is earning money on a regular basis, right? Um, I have another opportunity that is that is printing money, right? But that requires a decent amount of income, and it's a trading bot, right? So this trading bot, right, your funds do not leave your cryptocurrency wallet. It's attached to the trading bot via API, and it is generating, for small capital, anywhere from 10 to 30% per month. So if you have small capital, such as like $100, um, you know, I really recommend persons to start with a minimum of at least $300 trading this bot. It will give you about, as I said, 10 to 30%. But if you have $300 and you make 10%, it's like $30. If it makes 30%, that it's like $90 for a $300 account. The reality of it is that while it is something that is earned, which I do appreciate anything that is being earned, what really generate this bud is when you have anything over 10,000 US dollars, and most persons can't find that. And so most persons who just coming into the space can't find 10,000. And so I have developed a system where I'm moving persons from things that are free all the way to be building your trading portfolio to at least 10,000 US dollars. So that is a part of what the Kingdom Wealth Builders will be doing, is getting you from where you are. So where you are may be that you are just earning, you don't have a lot of money to get started, you don't have a lot of skills, you don't have anything. Getting you to within a reasonable time to be able to have a trading account that is being traded by AI, that doesn't have any liquidation, so you don't lose money, right? And is generating 10 to 30% per month. 10 to 30% is more than what any financial investments that you can make offline, right? Um, and that's where I want persons to go. As I said, this week is just me coming on live and us talking what the plans are. As I go more in the month, you will see more videos coming out. You will be seeing more actually how you can do these things that I'm telling you. You will see me have showing videos how to sign up for this, how to get this done as I go, right? How to buy these tokens that I'm talking about. So this week is just me sensitizing people is us having these type of conversation, saying to you what is that your goal is, what your goal is. An extra $1,000 per month, an extra $3,000 per month. So when we have the conversation, the clearer you are on what the goals that you have is, the better that I will be able to help you to get to those goals. Right? The clearer that you are on the goals that you have, I'll be able to help you to get there. I am trying to stay away from. Usually, when I used to do these things, I show a lot of results, right? I recognize the online space is one that it's not an easy one anymore. So you might not see me trying to flaunt what I'm doing, right? If you are in my close group, I might show you some amount of results of what I'm doing. Because a person might be say, "Oh, Insert, how many know say you met this or this, or you can do this," right? You have to be in my private groups, right? There I share most of my information. I freely share and open up to you what I am doing, exactly how much I'm earning in a particular field. I don't necessarily going to talk it on TikTok, right? I might show you clips of what it is, but I can assure the 6 persons that are here tonight that I can confidently say to you that I can show you how to generate more than $1,000 per month, right? Because I am able to do it for myself, and I know that I can do it for you. I can show you how to do that. So I'm jumping off in the next 3 minutes. So if there's any question, if there's anything that I can help you with, please let me know before I jump off tonight. I want to do these lives, more and more. That I can become more comfortable, and the information will flow more, right? So that's why I'm using this first week to just become comfortable again. I have not been consistent. I do live today and then two days in a row, then I don't do anymore. But I want to be more consistent. Any questions, guys? I want to thank you for, let me see. Those are persons. All right, Sylvia. Let me see. All right. Fluffy Diva, thanks for, your time, Sylvia. Gap Teeth, Warren, mother of 3, and Louis Latia. Thank you for your time. I do appreciate you spending your time with me. And I'm going to jump now and see you guys tomorrow. At one point, I want to be rolling out the whole whiteboard, showing persons exactly what I'm doing in that format and how you can, join this movement. All right. Have a good night, everyone.